technologies, what we what are really needed in this particular time. Number one, artificial intelligence. Next is IoT, DevOps, edge computing, Angular, blockchain, machine learning, virtual reality, cybersecurity, and robotic process automation. Now, if I look at every single technology and its utilization today, it is very, very vast that artificial intelligence is really disrupting in a way that every particular industry, you name it, like a pharma, you name it, into marketing, sales, every industry, medical, they are working with two things. Number one is artificial intelligence. Number two is robotic process automation. Now, today we see a lot of hospitals using the robotic technology in terms of COVID, like where the people are really feeling that they are safe because people are not helping them. In fact, the nurses and doctors are not moving. The entire things are being moved by a robot. So you see literally the robots moving across the wards. So artificial intelligence, and when I show the statistics of this today, you can see the statistics here. So this is the trend of artificial intelligence in the market today. Face recognition is one thing. You can see the data analysis part, cybersecurity, emotion, and in terms of chatbots, where you can see this. Chatbots is another top area, like the most emerging area today. And then advertising, in terms of advertising and marketing, as I said, I personally visited a couple of companies in Hyderabad which are really working, which have been in fact working on this since a very long time. If you look at, when we look at the advertising and marketing. So the reason why I wanted to discuss this today is that general or a traditional old businesses and technologies are still available in the market. But the world is really looking and diverting into a different side. For example, if you are a salesperson, if you still want to do a sale sitting on the road or moving across the roads or just over a simple call, it is not going to happen. The world is expecting something different in terms of utilization of the technology, where you make it paperless, where you make it very impressive, that the buyer from you will feel very comfortable and secured also. Now, there are a lot of analytics that are taking place because of the artificial intelligence. Such a high-end technology, you just take a piece of paper, it is designed in such a way, give it in front of, keep it in front of the robot or the chatbots, which are, the robots which are designed in many offices. In fact, in abroad, I have seen it. So you just, it scans the entire information and it can give you at any point of time. And the best example is the face recognition, what we are seeing today in our mobiles. The face recognition is such a fantastic option. There is a benefit and there are also risks out of it. I'll tell you a small example. Very long back, one of this incident happened only with me. So where I had my mobile with a face recognition facility, and I did not allow my relatives' children to use the phone because they wanted to play games on that phone. So they got to know that it has a face recognition, it can detect my eyes. So when I was badly sleeping, they just woke me up. I just opened my eyes and said, no, don't use. But that fraction of a second when I opened and saw the phone, I didn't keenly observe. I was just opening the eyes, said that don't use my phone because I saw the phone in front of me. But when I woke up, they were actually using my phone because they know that when I open the eyes, the phone will recognize and then that will actually work. So technology is used properly, misused again. So when we look at the market share and the other statistics, which is really interesting, see, this is what happening with artificial intelligence. When I go back to Internet of Things, you just name the technology, just name something where Internet of Things is not applied. IoT is everywhere. IoT is being the biggest profession. In fact, the one such profession where you can see the next 15 years of your future without any sort of risks. So this is another technology. See, this is actually used in healthcare. As I said, the technologies that are used today in many governments in terms of this COVID lockdown, this technology has been very much useful. And at the same time, we can see the online doctor's facility. Now it is a big thing. You sit at home, you call your doctor, he will see you on video call, he can examine you through a device, and then he can give you the medication. So that is another thing. Automobiles. When I visited Coca-Cola, very recently, like it's almost 8 months back, when I visited Coca-Cola industry, so there was a certain set of robotic system where the bottle comes, the packing happens, everything. But there is again another set of system in terms of IoT, which was really fantastic. So they explained me very beautifully that what is that happening. In fact, the visit to Amar Raja Industries also made me to see a lot of technology disruption and how they are using the advanced technology in terms of their manufacturing and packing also. Retail industry, yes, You have a geotagging system today. Again, geotagging, it's again still done even for the patients today. So lot of booming in terms of these things, right? And the other aspects are DevOps is one thing. So serverless architecture, this is what happens, where we see that a lot of cloud technology has come into the market today. So if you're really good with the database management, if you're really interested in cloud technology, the future is really, really awesome. You can learn a lot of things. Trust me, all these technologies, what we are seeing today, have been paid the maximum package when compared to a normal salary. If a fresher is getting at around 4.5 to 6 lakh SAP package, these technologies, if you're really good, if you have done some real-time project, the packages are starting somewhere around 8 to 10 lakhs. So the difference is very huge. When we started working, the packages were very different. But today, the same packages are very huge for those youngsters who are graduating out of engineering and other domains. Edge computing. This, very honestly to tell you, I never heard of this. In fact, I never concentrated on this. But this is actually in terms of, again, used in terms of, I can say, manufacturing, healthcare industries. I'm just trying to show you where is it. Angular. Yeah. See, video streaming apps, the one what we are using today. There were a lot of queries in terms of Zoom utilization saying like it is being hacked, it is not secured. If we really know how to use Zoom properly, yes. But let me make it very clear, friends. It is not about Zoom. It is not about Google Meet. It is not about any application. One thing I would like to convey, you can control a browser with your settings, you can control your application with the settings, but you don't know who is controlling your computer. There are a lot of such software which will get downloaded to your computer by a hacker who will install an unidentified application whose job is to continuously record the screens that are running on your computer without our knowledge. So it is always needed to have the most interesting aspect, like do not download unwanted software and applications on mobile, on computer. If you suspect something, leave it. Install some malware, antivirus, internet security. Do not allow anything. The most funniest thing is, last week we had a discussion on cyber awareness and security. I was working on a lot of things. We discussed, we had legal advisors, experts. Vinodri madam was there. Everything was very happily done. And post session, I was using one of my application for video editing. I didn't know that it got affected. I don't know when it got affected, in fact. So all of a sudden the system got crashed and I lost all the data. It took 3 days to recover the data. So somewhere, sometime, without my knowledge, some application. I'm sorry, because of some technical difficulty, the system went off, and again we are here. Someone just sent. Yeah, Vinodri ma'am, I was just trying to share the technologies and everything. Once I finish it in the next 2 minutes, I will go ahead with the discussion aspect. So next one is blockchain. Blockchain, there's a big group called FinTech in Hyderabad, and very frequently we meet. There are a lot of experts. We are a team of around somewhere close to 190 plus experts in Hyderabad now, across the globe, in fact. So every day we have some other new inputs in terms of this blockchain technology, which you see here. It is something which is really working very well, especially for the financial companies. When you look at cryptocurrency, when you look at the Bitcoin technology, this is something which has made a very big drastic change, and this is really working well for all the banking sector. In fact, for all the banking sector, a lot of companies like IBM and then Tech Mahindra have come forward with the solutions for various problems in the banking sector, insurance sector, sales sector also. Those who all deal with the financial products, they gave wonderful solutions to all these companies by using this blockchain. Blockchain looks like very simple, but when we start studying it, it takes us somewhere. Really, trust me, it is a very, very big concept. And this is what, see, blockchain is into economical and financial companies. When you look at the salary packages, this is what it is in US. Even in India, you have a big salary. No wonder, even if your salary starts at 5 digits in few of the companies as a beginner. So market share of blockchain is so high. See, why I'm showing all these things is, this is not some dummy data published. This is something which we regularly get. And then machine learning, as I already said, deep learning and machine learning, which again comes as a part of artificial intelligence. So again, in machine learning we have supervised and unsupervised learning. See, again, I'm not an expert in machine learning, so I don't want to go in deep about it, but this is a one technology which is again booming, and this the kind of opportunities we have are very, 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 very huge. Every single technology what I'm focusing today really have very good opportunities and huge opportunities. In fact, virtual realities, I still remember Idea company, when we buy certain set of SIM card like postpaid connection, they used to give a VR box, put your mobile inside and feel the virtual reality of whatever is happening. But today, if you look at the technology, we have a lot of gaming which is happening with this virtual reality. One of my relative, he has an Xbox, a latest version, where he stands almost 5 6 feet away from the TV, the big TV television. He has his Xbox at the television. He just keeps waving the hand. He plays table tennis, cricket, everything. He even does the fighting games. You also have the 5G coming up. 5G is very soon. It's going to be there in the market. And again, in the healthcare industry, yes, virtual reality is there. How is it possible? As I said, you may not pay directly meet the patient. Virtually through online, you can see the patient and treat the patient. And at the same time, there are a lot of learnings that you can go through virtual reality. I mean, you can just use the device and feel that how it happens. We used to have a system where we learn the vehicle in a virtual mode. You don't go on the roads, but your driving is taught even today in many of the driving schools. You sit in front of the system, they'll give you a steering, brake, accelerator, clutch, every facility, except that it's not a real road. But you start driving, you'll get to know how to do it. So all these things, how do you do the programming? How do you develop this technology is a question. Cybersecurity is another one, which is really, really, really booming. Ethical hacking and cyber digital forensics. If you're very good with the basics of computers and networking, you can get into a multinational company as a networking concept, networking expert, where you can take off the servers, routers, and in fact the physical assembly of the computer. If you are employed with a company like Dell, you can you can get into the manufacturing. If you're working with companies like Cisco, IBM, you can get into networking. So a lot of opportunities are there. Learn what are the basics of it. What all you need to know is the basic fundamentals of networking and how a system is assembled and dismantled. This is what you need to learn. And then ethical hacking. People are learning ethical hacking, keeping the ethics aside. They're hacking a lot of things. So you should be called as a gray hat hacker. You can work. You can be a part of official government projects, and unofficially you can start working by yourself. But all this should be done with a legal permission. And what is the career in this? It's very huge. It's certainly a 5-digit number what you're going to get. Robotic process, as I said, drones. I have one Mr. Kamesh from Tirupati who is a master in drones. He has been making wonderful drones till now, and it is being used by many of the people across various government offices. See, we have experts who are ready to help you to learn all these things. We have a lot of career options which are which are readily available in the market. Only thing is how quickly we can make ourselves ready. Lockdown, say for example, even if it is there for another 15 days, honestly telling you, you name any of this course which I have just shown you, to be a beginner, you need at hardly 10 days time to learn the courses online or offline, and then you can be one such person who can put it in your resume that I have completed the course on this particular technology, and that makes a big difference on your resume and with others. You will be given a priority first because you're not there. Agile Scrum is something which is very, very booming again. If I start giving description of everything, there are a lot of technologies in the market. Again, everything is interrelated. See here, when I look at every particular technology, everything has its own priority, undoubtedly. But which technology we are able to make use of this? You can work with Google, you can work with Apple, you can work with Tech Mahindra, you can work with IBM. Name the company, everyone are working with all these things, whatever you see on the screen. So just that we need to know the technology and then put it across in a right way. So take it as a short-term assignment, students, if anyone is there. Research some of the technologies, identify the core job opportunities, know what salary is paid for you as a fresher in that technologies, how can you get the job. This at least takes 1 month time to research everything, and your mini project makes a wonderful difference in the entire college. That really becomes a Bible for a lot of people. In fact, you can do that, right? So Any discussions you have, any queries you have on it, you wanted to advise the people here? People can use the chat window to drop their queries also. Participants, you can use any language. It can be Telugu, Hindi, or English. Can you brief?
I would like to take a chance. I would like
Yes,
to
madam.
take a
Yes,
chance
madam.
to advise the students. Yeah. If they are there, right? The thing is, some of my students who are working in data security,
Okay.
they said that there's a lot of innovation is going on there, and they said in this particular course, what they said is lot of security issues have to be dealt by an individual employee,
Hmm.
wherein suppose if he is working with regards to screening, or if he is given a task of screening some employees, screening some dealers who has applied as some of the clients by the company.
Okay.
So because these clients, normally what happens is we just take it whoever quotes less sometimes.
Okay.
So what happens is, whether my student job was, he's Mr. Vishal, he's working for one of the startup of this particular agency, and he's dealing with this data security. He said we have to be so cautious that sometimes among the dealers also there are the people who has a criminal background.
Oh, okay.
So once they try to enter into through this kind of streamline, and they try to steal the confidential information, but they just enact as if they are the real clients. So such
Okay.
kind of crucial information has to be identified by the student, by my, the guys who are working on this data security. So it is not
Okay.
just an easy task when you join an organization. So live projects will certainly help them out in identifying what are we doing. Just like that, taking a certification doesn't work out, but in the real sense, it has its own implications that you need to be very cautious when you are pursuing a particular course. So like he told me a lot of examples that he has passed through some of the clients, and finally at the end of the day, it was found that among the dealers, one of the client has been stealing the confidential information, and it has a great setback not only to the organization, it was also at a stake for his job. Some of the
Okay.
jobs I'm talking about with regards to IT level. So this is one of the things which we need to take care of it. And another thing is that, like as you said, cyber course,
Yeah.
like the huge, hacking sort of thing going on. Like, one of the example I would like to quote of my own. Like I was by mistake or something, I clicked on one of the mail. What happened
Mhm.
was, within seconds, my total system, only two command buttons were present. Everything got hacked. One was 72 hours command buttons,
Okay.
and other one was paying bitcoins. Paying bitcoins and 72 hours. The total system got hacked. Trust me, till date, I don't use my, online banking on it. Immediately, what I had to do, I was little cautious. What I did is, I closed my bank account. first and foremost was I just instructed the bank manager that please close down my account because this is what my system got hacked. My personal, bank is very important. This is one aspect. So these are all many threats which comes up when it comes to, as you said, data security and, hacking and all. It's a thing where we need to be cautious. And those things, those careers, what the people are planning to take up, trust me,
Yeah.
it's going to be a very critical job. They are on a key areas. So these are what my personal experience I would like to share, and some of the guys who are working in organizations, this is what they are looking at. So two important elements what I looked at is like the other side. What you said is yes, if things are fine, in a very predictive manner, that's well and good. We can easily work on fetch good bugs. So that's what
Right.
is my thing is while pursuing any career.
Right. Right. Thank
And
you for.
trust me, there is another opportunity. There's another opportunity that
Okay.
they can really, they have huge opportunity today that like when we worked hard, we didn't have so many opportunities. Today they have ample opportunities at the tip of their button or command. They have so many opportunities they can explore into and earn good amount, good salaries. As you see, the paybacks are very hefty, big bucks they can get. That is another plus positive side if you are looking at it. Really, trust me, this networking, as you said, cyber
Right.
security part of it, data science you talked about, all over whatever you are saying, IoT of things, really, really fetching a lot of opportunities for these guys with minimal hard work, I would say, not much of the hard work what we used to do in our offline jobs.
Right.
Seriously. So it's an awareness what you've created is wonderful, I would say. And they're at the young minds, they can easily catch up a new technology.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That is their advantage.
Okay, I think we have a query here. Can you brief your research area? What is the current research in your area of interest? You can come out with your expertise. I'm not sure to whom this question is posed to. Is it if this question is to me? I'm not doing any research at this point of time, but yes, I'm more interested to do my research in terms of management and cyber technology because I'm an MBA grad, so I'll definitely be doing my research. And in fact, let me tell you, as Madam was telling, when I talk about the same research heading, no, when I said a mini project, it is going to be a big research actually. I'll tell you an example: fraud analytics, cyber analytics, crime analytics. A lot of crime aspects that are there in the market. And today, if you look at many companies, they are hiring the people whose job is just to sit in front of the computer and to keep monitoring what sort of fraudulent information is shared from where to where and identify those criminals. This is one of the major job that is being assigned to a lot of experts who are getting highly paid. If you just research on it, you'll get wonderful answers because now again, one small suggestion to everyone because you're all there on this. Next time onwards, when you're trying to use Zoom or to that extent any online software for learning, any online software, no, it need not be Zoom, it can be Skype, it can be anything. Even when you're like trying to learn a course from any other application, please do not use your personal email address. Create a dummy email address to which you don't get any personal email or official email or any such transactional information, anything to that matter. You create an email ID where it is just use it for this purpose. It is like a tissue paper. Once your learning is over, throw it away into the dustbin. Just delete that user ID. This is what you need to do because there are a lot of criminal aspects going on. And when you're trying to learn something, now I'll tell you a small example. This is a lockdown period. I keep getting a lot of emails, a lot of calls, a lot of people on Facebook ping me saying like, Karthik, you subscribe for this. Our expert will talk to you. We'll help you how to earn additional money. We'll help you get this, how to get that. We all have some skill. Let us earn the skill in a proper way. I'm not just running behind additional money at this point of time. But one thing is very sure: when you're getting any such email or a call from someone, be very careful. Every day I see at least one or two cybercrime cases. People are just learning the technologies to misuse. People are just learning the techno using you. I mean, using all these technologies to misuse. You become a fraudulent expert. You start with a 5-digit salary. You become an IoT expert, you make your own application, let the world use it. You become a artificial intelligence expert, you apply those skills in marketing, sales and everything. You become an Angular expert, be an advisor for the medical and pharma industry. You become a blockchain expert, you begin the best in terms of helping the banking sector, financial sector. Every single sector needs every technology today. Once upon a time it used to be like, okay, this category used to have only this software, but today, even a, trust me, I've been to a couple of international schools, CBSE schools, before the lockdown for a couple of sessions. I have seen exclusive labs in that schools which have only up to 10th standard. These labs are practically there, and the students have made their own IoT robots, IoT devices, using Microsoft Azure, using other technologies, AWS, all these things. So ample opportunities are in the market. The only challenge is, are we really going to take it or not? So let us try to stay connected, reconnected. Any further questions? We have a couple of people here. Any questions? Can you kindly, you can ask or you can post it here. You can unmute yourself and then speak.
Hello. One of the students said he's an MBA grad. I would like to address him.
Yes,
Like
yes.
he says that I'm an MBA grad. I wanted to do. I mean, in what way this is going to? See, he can take up some SAP products, SAP courses, and whichever specialization he's taking up, he can get into that and then pursue a course. Like
Right,
for example, you have this digital marketing.
right.
Digital marketing is one, and some of the SAP products he can go ahead with. Most of the MBA grads are really see, no organization is really working manually. For everything, you require a backup. The systems, computers required. So any kind of software products or a SAP products will certainly make them to come out with a career in that. It's for MBA graduates. What am I saying? In the specialized domain area, they can take up those software tools with the software tools and pursue it. This is what I would like to advise to that MBA graduate who raised a query. Right?
Okay, I didn't see that query here, but still, I would like to add a point to that. See, I'm trying to be an entrepreneur now through online, and also I've been looking out for a digital marketing expert since many days. And honestly, telling you, there are two categories of people. One who is just passing out of any graduation. Number two, passing out with some expertise. Now, when I have interacted with over close to 80 plus students who are just passed out of MBA, and when I ask them, will you be able to do marketing or HR activities? All that they have is a bookish knowledge. They don't have any other knowledge beyond that. But I have come across a few people who are speaking about SEO, how to maintain a website, how to design a website, how a digital marketing can be done, how the traffic needs to be pulled. So a lot of career options are there. MBA people, you need to really identify the technologies in terms of HR. What are the technologies that have disrupted? In terms of marketing, in terms of finance, you can get into blockchain and fintech. In terms of marketing, you get into digital marketing. And don't say that I'm from a marketing background, but I don't want to do marketing. That's your subject which you have chosen. That is something we need to do. And trust me, selling is everywhere. Even today, now at this point of time, I'm selling my knowledge. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to tell what I can do, what others can do for you. If you don't sell yourself for a proper cause, there is no point that you'll get revenue. You speak, you say, you post an image, but it's a sale. So there is no shy, there is no nothing wrong in doing a sale. Only thing is you need to have a right team and the right platform to do it rightly, and never get into such a sales force, such a sales job where you will remain only with stress is again there. I don't say there is no job without stress, but ensure you are planning it properly where you don't get into that groove of stress again, right? So any further questions we have last 6 minutes in hand. If no questions, again, I still gave my email address, phone number, and everything on the chat window. You can get connected with me on the chat window, because I'm looking out for some people whom I can actually work as, with whom I can work as freelancers. It can be freshers, it can be experienced. I have some projects in my mind. So Presently, even though I'm serving, I mean, I'm working as a senior HR and the trainer, learning and development head, but I still have my own planning. So I'm looking for a small team with whom I can seriously work and get some productive outcome. So those who are seriously interested, you and your friends can ping me on WhatsApp. Let us see how we can work together. And I'm also looking for freelance trainers with whom I can start some training programs online from next week. We already have connectivity with a couple of trainers on big data. We have with from Python, and we also have my current batch of soft skills is going for 20 hours. There's a huge batch every day, morning and afternoon. It is going. So we have experts with us. Only thing is we just need to, and trust me, we are not going to charge like the way regular market is charging. We know it's a tough time, but we'll ensure, even though we announce it, it's only 8 hours or 10 hours program, we will give you another 8-10 hours support to completely learn it properly. Right? So thank you very much, everyone. I'm again giving my email address here, and it's my mobile number. You can drop in any WhatsApp with any queries. You can send your resumes if you're willing to work with us as freelancers. And thanks to Vinodri ma'am. Thanks for joining us today. And your inputs will be really helpful for all of them. So we'll also plan one session very soon on marketing and sales exclusively, where Vinodri madam will be taking. So those MBA guys who raise the question, inform to your friends. Keep in touch with us. We'll keep you posted about the next upcoming session on marketing and sales by Vinodri ma'am. Okay. So thank you very much, friends. Signing off for today. See you again. Any queries, kindly post me on WhatsApp and email. Right? Python sessions. You can ping me on WhatsApp, sir. I'll let you know and we'll actually have a discussion what exactly you need, and so that I can guide you with the Python course. Okay. You can ping me on my WhatsApp. I'm there to help you on this. We have a batch starting from next week. I would like to know, are you a fresher or are you experienced? You can type it over here. You're a fresher. What's your background? BTech, BSc, BCom, whatever. EC. Okay, you're from EC background. Okay, right. So I'll send you the details of the program for a fresher. What is our total number of hours we have given, and what you can learn from that Python course, and everything I'll send you. Just ping me on WhatsApp. You'll have the details. Is it fine? Thank you. And also, let me make it very quickly again. A small announcement. As I already said, we are running some certain set of programs. You're welcome, sir. And we are already running some set of programs. And here, I'd like to say, those whoever refer your friends for any course, or whoever makes us to get connected with your friends, trust me, you're not going to be left like that. You'll be having a surprise gift from all of us. Right? We'll give you a wonderful gift. Fine. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you, ma'am, and everyone in the group. Whatever the queries you have, don't feel shy. You can post me on WhatsApp. I'll definitely answer you. Like one gentleman has asked for about Python course. Right. Thank you so much. Signing off for the day. Bye bye. Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.